Okay, hey Grace, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's early, but we're working it. So I want to first start off by just kind of hearing a little bit about your background in sports and in athletics.
I have been in sports my whole life. Growing up, I played so many different sports, soccer, basketball. I danced, volleyball. My brother and sisters both played college sports. My dad played sports in college. He played baseball, you and I. So overall, sports has just always been in my family growing up. And then in high school, I really narrowed my college decision on either volleyball or basketball. And then it just kind of fit basketball. And here I am at UNI.
That's awesome. So the first main question I have for you is, do you feel like athlete mental health is talked about enough or kind of more prevalent now than it was back then, or just kind of your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that mental health now is talked about a lot now after different things have happened in the past.
Hmm.
Um, but it probably hasn't been talked about enough until like a year or two ago. Just like Simone Biles or like just like different things like the Stanford goalie taking her life. Just like different things. Now I think
Yeah.
today it's talked about more than it has in the past.
Which I think is a really good thing because I mean it's super unfortunate that specific things had to happen for it to actually
Yeah,
be noticed, but I am glad now that it's
yeah,
being talked about and more awareness is brought to it.
yeah.
Um, so specific to you as a woman in sports, do you feel like there's kind of different factors or pressures that kind of play into athlete mental health in like the woman in sports aspect?
I mean, overall, playing sports in college, there is pressure.
Hmm.
I think that's a lot of where it comes from. Pressure, overtraining is another one. But I
Hmm.
also think like comparing yourself to others could be a really big factor for just women's sports in general. Just comparing yourself to others' performance. I'm not good enough. Like, what can I do to be that good?
Hmm.
But I just think like those three contribute to mental health. Just I think pressure is the number one
Hmm.
factor for mental health.
Yeah, especially because the fans don't really see players as
Yeah,
people. They're kind of just like, I
yeah,
need my team to win and I don't care. Like,
yeah,
why are they doing bad? They don't understand that, especially for college athletes. Like, there are things like we have class and outside factors. And like you said, just over practice, working so hard that there's
yeah,
going to be downsides to all of that.
yeah.
Um,
And I had one more thing.
no, go ahead.
Like a lot of times, like our team goes to like a Bible study, and like our Bible study girl, she always tells us like we're more than just a basketball player. Like we're
Hmm.
humans, because like sometimes we get fed up and like, oh, we're just a basketball player. That's all people know us by.
Hmm.
So I think that helps as well. Just like telling ourselves like we're a student, we're a basketball player, we're a friend, we're so on and so on.
Yeah, because it's super cool to say that you are a
Yeah,
college basketball player at the D1 level, but like you said, some people only see you as that and they're like,
correct.
"Oh, Grace Boffeli, yeah, women's basketball
Yeah,
player." When like
yeah,
really there's much more to the story behind athletes and a lot of people just don't see
yeah,
that which is unfortunate. So
yeah.
um, do you feel like you have the support that you need, whether that's from family or coaching or whoever it may come from, that when you are in a place mentally that you might be struggling a little bit, that you have those people behind you that help you through it?
Yeah, I think I personally have the support. Just my family, my friends, the coaching staff, my teammates,
Hmm.
and even like I think it's been recent. You and I has gotten a um Shane. He's a counselor for student
Yeah.
athletes. So even like I know a lot of people go to him just to talk and stuff. So I think I have a lot of resources if I'm ever struggling.
That's really great to hear because I know some people might not feel that way. But I think it's great that you and I has this athletic counselor now, and that
Yeah.
like I feel like the coaching and just the people behind the athletes who really know them really care. The people that aren't just the fans, like obviously your family, your fellow teammates, especially, which I'm sure is nice too when you're like going through something. It's probably a very common thing between all of you guys. So that's really good to hear that you feel like you are supported because I think that is really important when it comes to athlete mental health. And then the last thing I have for you is any final thoughts that you have on the topic, anything else that you want to talk about? Go ahead.
Um, I just want mental health, just the topic, just to keep being brought up.
Hmm.
Um, because athletes, we do go through a lot of stuff. We have busy schedules. We don't have a lot of time to like hang out with outside friends. Like,
Yeah.
well, when you're in season, like you're in season. You wake up, you have practice, you have lifting, you have to train,
Hmm.
and so on and so on. So I just wanted to keep being brought up and just being advocated to certain
Hmm.
athletes.
Yeah, I feel like as athletes, it's kind of this, you're living in this cycle. And so people that are kind of contributing to the downside of mental health is just like another thing added on to your already busy schedule that's already weighing on you. So it's not much help at all. But I'm hoping and my fingers are crossed that the NCAA and just sports at the professional level in high school and wherever kind of keep bringing this topic up, like you said, and keep it in people's mind and educating people so that when they do watch sports, hopefully they are less of like a, why is my team losing? Why are they doing bad? And more of like a understanding that it might just be one of those days or like a moment for that athlete. Yeah, well, that's all I have for you. A super quick interview, but I really
Perfect.
appreciate you coming on and just giving me your insight as a college athlete.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.